I was 6'3" and packed solidly with lean muscle. One day I'd probably resemble my father more closely than what I did today, but since I worked out often and watched what I ate, I stayed lean. I looked like a monster next to her. Also, I'd seen her before, of course. She was my brother's best friend's little sister. She didn't hang out at the house with her brother, Jay, at all, and it was only on rare occasions that I saw her out and about with her parents. They hated me, by the way. Honestly, they were stuck-up assholes, and the Hales were too middle-class for them. It probably didn't help that I played my redneck status up when they were around, though. Seeing her there was still a surprise. When I saw her around town, she was always presentable. Most assuredly, she wasn't dressed like that. She wasn't in anything overly provocative. All of the girls I knew wore short shorts. No, she was dressed like a normal teenage girl, I guess. But when she was with her parents, it was all khaki pants and cardigan sweaters. I didn't think I'd ever seen as much of her skin revealed as I did right then. It was her eyes, though, that held me captive, the way the streetlight cast shadows that seemed to play over her features. "You," she said then, finally placing how she knew me as well. "Me," I agreed. "What are you doing here?" Just then, Drake and her friend came walking down the driveway. The girl with 2 bottles of Coke in one hand and Drake with a Coke in one hand and a water in the other. The water was obviously for me. I didn't bother drinking my calories. I'd rather eat them. And he knew that. "Here you go," the girl said to her friend. "Thank you, Larry," Krisney said to her friend. "Larry, this is my friend Reed Hale," Drake finished for Krisney. Drake probably hadn't recognized her yet, but he would. It was only a matter of time. It was the eyes, you see. They were a shade of silvery light blue, like a wolf's eyes. On her, they looked almost eerie. They were distinctive, that was for sure. "Nice to meet you," Laren, a.k.a. Larry, said to me. "I'd offer you a place to sit, but it looks like Christmas exploded inside my house, and every available surface has a box or a Santa on it." My lips twitched. "I'm fine outside." And I was. I was so used to the heat that 90 degrees with zero sunlight was heavenly to me. And when the breeze blew, signaling a pending storm on the way in, it was downright chilly to me. But I didn't care. Not without Krisney sat next to me on the tailgate of my truck, laughing with her friend about something that had happened to her cousin. "He said he was so happy to get underwear from his mom that he waved them around the room with excitement. Apparently they hadn't had clean underwear in quite a long time." She paused. "She also sent him wet wipes, which he said he used about half of to wash a month's worth of grime off of him 30 seconds after opening them." I snorted. "My brother said that the remote places are like that sometimes when they're deployed," I added my 2 cents. "Your brother is in the military?" I nodded. "Marines." Her eyes widened. "I want to go in the Army, too." I must have looked at her incredulously because she narrowed her eyes at me.